Hey son, here I am again with another book that I just read this weekend. It's called Sugar, The World Corrupted from Slavery to Obesity. The author is James Walvin, who is a very good author. He has a lot of other books on slavery that I definitely want to check out. I never heard of this guy. He's from England, Britain. He's English, but has a lot of information. I looked up some of his other books, and I'm probably going to be sharing those also. So, but this book is about sugar. Talks about sugar, probably something that I was raised on, something that I'm probably not going to, in your time, we're probably not going to be as much as my time, Corner stores, we used to have the little penny candies we would buy just to get that fix. We used to steal the chocolate at school. The world's finest chocolate, they used to sell it. We would beat up other children and take their candy from them. I mean, sugar, it's an addiction. I'm not too bad about it now because your grandfather, my daddy, he didn't let us eat as much sugar as we wanted to, but we ate a lot of sugar. Even today, as an adult, I don't eat it. I'm more into salt. I like the potato chips. You would ask your mama about that. But sugar, this book just talks about how it changed basically the whole world, especially the Western Hemisphere. We live in Louisiana. My great-grandfather and them, that's what they did. They worked on sugar plantations. My grandfather worked in a sugar mill, all around Louisiana, southern Louisiana, sugar cane. We used to go out there when I was younger. We'd go with my grandmother, and she would give us sugar cane. Look on YouTube. They have some people eating it, but we would chew it. They would taste like sugar. But, and my grandmother would always say, that's the reason why we're here. That's the reason Brazil, Jamaica, Barbados, the Caribbean, some places in Florida, it was all about sugar cane, And the book talks about how without slavery, there wouldn't have been no plantations, And the plantations also, it messed up the ecosystem, the actual environment of some of these places, where it was mostly woods and rainforests or whatever. These sugar plantations came and they called it slash and burn. They came and burned that, but the biggest thing, how it just changed the world. It changed the whole world. I mean, in Louisiana, there were nothing but Native Americans. They didn't want to work the sugar plantations for the British and the Spanish and the Portuguese. So they killed them. They used diseases, or they outright just killed them. And they went to West Africa and got slaves. They got people from there. We weren't slaves when we were there, but they came and made us slaves because in that area, we knew how to do agricultural work. Most of the people had already grew up in that area, and we could deal with the mosquitoes and the climate of some of these places. And that's why we are here. That's why you were born in New Orleans, That's why I'm from Louisiana, Homer and, Jeanerette and all that, they used to call that the sugar capital of the world, And this book goes into it, man, a lot of different details, man. I mean, it goes into a lot. And then after it goes all into that, it talks about the problem that we're having with sugar now. Well, we're having so many obese kids where everything that they make, somebody told me that the ketchup at McDonald's has sugar in it. Somebody told me that years ago. And I was like, why? But if you read the instructions, if you read what's in it, everything, all processed food, because sugar is used to preserve food. Just about everything you eat, stuff you don't even think about, that's not even sweet, has sugar in it. And we having massive proportions of diabetes, man. I mean, you got kids 12 years old now that have diabetes, I mean, it's a health crisis, And it's all because of that lust for for sugar, all because we wanted that sweetness. Because before, the only way you could get sugar is from honey or fruit. You know, you didn't get that sweetness like you got from sugar cane. And it goes into now we're eating corn sugar, high fructose corn syrup, which is a whole nother, it's either worse than the cane sugar that they used to eat. So I say, man, check this book out. Everything you want to know about. I love history about the Caribbean and all. That's one of my goals in life. I want to go to all those islands, Barbados especially, but Jamaica and, you know, Cuba and, you know, Dominican Republic, Haiti, you know. I want to go to all those were the places, the sugar islands. Those were the islands. That's why you have nothing but African descendants on those places, the Bahamas, you know. And one of these days I want to go. I want to go to all those islands and just the history of those places, you know. Because those islands, they had slavery on it, but they couldn't escape like us in the United States. We might have ran north or ran to Mexico or, you know, somewhere else. But those islands were very small, you know. The Jamaicans, they have maroons. They ran into the hills, you know. And that's a history that you should definitely, you know, ought to study. You know, and Brazil also, they made their own, they had their own kingdoms, their own little communities. They ran runaway slaves, you know. But all that came because of trying to get sugar, producing sugar. You know, Haiti, the Haitian Revolution was changing the whole world. They said that Haiti was one of the most valuable properties for French. You know, Haiti and Dominican Republic, Hispaniola, they called it, you know. And just because of that lust for sugar, just because Europeans wanted their sugar, Americans, when it became a country, they wanted sugar. And even today, even with rum, you know, it talks about how sugar is made to make rum, which is not really that popular in the United States because we have whiskey, but everywhere else in the world is very popular. You know, so check this book out, man. I won't tell you too much about it, but you know, I won't tell you everything about it, but it goes into a lot of detail. You know, I found it excellent. I knew a lot of the stuff as far as the historical facts, you know, but he is spot on. He goes in depth in how just this one little, you know, this one little substance, you know, with coffee and tea just changed the whole world, you know. It changed the whole hemisphere. It changed it. It actually created Western society. It was a big block in how Western society is made and still, you know, even the vestiges of slavery and how we still dealing with, you know, that stuff from today just because people wanted their sugar. It was profitable. So sugar, I haven't seen this reviewed anywhere on YouTube, but check this out. Great book. Anybody interested in history, check it out. Talk to you later.